Welcome to tonight's broadcast, the last game of the regular season for the Golden Eagles. It's senior night at Bill Horton Field. You're watching Ray Review. This is Elmer Harris with
Cameron Lane. You can hear public address announcer Shane Johnson encouraging the attending fans to rise to their feet for the playing of the national anthem. We will pause here in the booth to respect the national anthem. You've already adjusted it twice on me. I know what you're doing. Playing head games with me.
All right, thank you for that. You heard I was playing little head games with Cameron Lane, the most eligible bachelor in East Tennessee and
we were live for that, Elmer.
Northwest Georgia.
Elmer's got me up here with 2 soup cans in my ear. I can't hardly hear myself tonight.
Here comes the captains coming out on the field. It's going to be Big Jared Edwards. Tonight's senior night, Peyton Barger. Number 69, Justin Tucker. And number 16, Mason Stevenson, the Pain Train.
The Pain Train? That's a new one.
That's a new one.
At one point we had the Sheriff. We had Superman. I'd have to go back and watch the broadcast for the first time to let you know. Don't tell Elmer I don't watch the broadcast, folks.
I can tell. It's obvious.
Oh, no. It's fine. No.
Okay, for this, just to give you guys a little preview of what to expect, set the table up for you a little bit as these captains are out meeting on the field. McMinn County's runs, this is the first year in a while. They used to run the wing tee, but they brought it back under a coach. And this game, you're going to see 2 wing tee offenses collide. Of course, Pemberton has brought this wing tee back here at Ray County, and You're going to see it in Pemberton's words. You heard us maybe tune in on Ray Review. You heard the word slobber knocker. That's Pemberton's words. This game, he anticipates to be a true slobber knocker.
I thought that was a makeout session, a slobber knocker.
Well, I don't think this one's. I think this one's going to be a different slobber knocker.
That's something else. Okay.
So you might have been confused with that. That's understandable. But,
absolutely. Yeah, looking at what we can expect on the ground tonight, of course, our fans listening in attendance, the Golden Eagles have definitely been a run-heavy offense this year. They have accumulated 3,118 net rushing yards. And, of course, with McMinn going to the wing tee this year, they've got 1,046 rushing yards. So the slobber knocker will come on the feet of the backs tonight, Elmer, as Ray County looks to continue to add yards in that category and continue to put points on the scoreboard. And here come your Golden Eagles.
So the Eagles are staging up, you can see.
Yeah, they caught me off guard. There was some sort of...
What a view. That don't get you pumped, Ray County fans. I don't know what will.
Interesting to see the McMinn team going old school, running through a paper sign that the cheerleaders have to clean up.
So, of course, we would like to first come out and thank our title sponsor, Professional Therapy Services. It's part of Ray Medical Center. First Down, Touchdown sponsor, Lazy Boy, and all our other many sponsors. We're going to take a quick break. Listen to a word from our title sponsor. We'll be right back. Get ready for some Ray County football action.
As part of Ray Medical Center, Professional Therapy Services of Ray County shares the same commitment to excellence as Ray County Athletics. Allow our professional staff to get you back in the game.
Providing physical therapy for Ray Medical Center. The right care right here in Ray County.
Our staff at Professional Therapy supports Ray County Athletics.
Go Eagles! Woo! Get back in the game!
Logan Johnson set for the opening kickoff here for the Golden Eagles. It is a nice end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded around the 12-yard line. It looks like Juwan Martin's going to close in on him and bring him down around the 22, where the Cherokees of McMinn will take over on offense. So Elmer, going to see this wing tee right out of the gate here tonight to see just how this slobber knocker gets started. McMinn does have almost 1,500 yards passing, so we might see a little bit of variety. Although we expect, as Elmer mentioned, to see predominantly a wing tee offense. Handoff here goes to number 10. That's Xavier Abernathy. Not much doing. 2nd and 9. McMinn taking some time to get the play in. 5 seconds on the game clock here. It's a quick pitch out left to Zane Bias. He's going to be swallowed up in the backfield for a loss.
Nothing doing.
Looked like that might have been Chandler Kaler who got to him first, assisted by the sheriff, Eddie Davis, and that's going to force a 3rd and long now for McMinn. Bradley Hayes in at quarterback under center. 3rd and 9. Handoff is going to go up the middle. I believe that was Bias on the carry once again. He pushes ahead for 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 4 for McMinn, and it looks like the punt team will come on. Christian Simon back deep to receive the punt for your Golden Eagles. He's done an admirable job this year on punt returns, always getting the Golden Eagles in good field position, looking to do that here early in the first quarter. There is a pre-snap whistle. It's going to be against Ray County, and the net yardage will give the Cherokees an automatic first down.
So is that a hard count, possibly, or just?
I couldn't quite see. I believe someone might have just jumped. It came very quickly. The result will move the chains for McMinn. Donnell Armour on the carry there for McMinn. Picks up a couple. Hayes is going to hand it off this time to Abernathy, who's going to be very close, and it looks like he will have enough yards for a first down. So it is another first down here for the Cherokees. The Eagles surrendered the first on an encroachment penalty on the ensuing 4th down punt. Abernathy picks up 8 here on the second drive and has another first down for the Cherokees. Jawan Martin with a big hit for the Golden Eagles and is going to stop Donnell Armour from picking up any more than just a couple yards. Second and 8. 4 minutes off the clock here at Bill Horton Field in the first quarter. Abernathy goes into motion, and he gets the handoff, and it looks like he's going to fumble at the end of the play. Cody Bice dove on the ball. It might have slipped away from him. No, they are signaling that it is a turnover to Ray County. As Abernathy went to the ground, the ball came loose. It was hard to tell whether or not the ground caused the fumble. Irregardless, it's going to be Golden Eagle football.
That's a way to stop that drive right there. Good stop, good turnover. You're going to big games like this, district title on the line, turnover ratio is going to have to come your way.
First play for the Golden Eagles is going to be a handoff to Cody Bice here on senior night. Cody picks up 5 on the play. Some other seniors for the Golden Eagles playing in their final regular season home game here tonight. Of course, number 16, Mason Stevenson. Our kicker, number 8, Logan Johnson. The Sheriff, Eddie Davis. Number 29, Peyton Barger. Number 35, Alex Barton. As you see Stevenson bounce out to the side here, he's going to get across the 45, and he will have enough for a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Continuing with our seniors that we're celebrating, number 35, Alex Barton. Number 49, Titus Heel. Number 51, Tyler Brown. Number 50, Antonio Marino. Number 69, Justin Tucker. Number 77, Zach McCarthy. Number 81, Justin Basil. Number 90, Moises Sanchez. Number 85, Jared Edwards. Number 71, Justin Parson. And number 34, Parker Lewis. It's been a pleasure watching all these guys grow up and mature not only as football players but as men here in their time as Golden Eagles, and we wish them the best of success, whether that's playing at the next level, going to school, or entering the workforce. Thank you guys so much for the great memories that you have provided for us here at the Ray Review and the fans of Ray County.
Absolutely. So it's been so fun to watch these guys grow. When we first started covering Ray County football, it was these guys' freshman year. Cody Bice, you can see here, was one of the Eagles.
But he bounces out to the edge.
Wow.
He breaks
Look
through,
at that.
spins off a tackle. He's out across the 40, finally brought down at the 37. A huge gain and another Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Cody Bice inserting himself into this game several times already, recovered the fumble, and has picked up a couple big first downs on this opening offensive possession for the Golden Eagles. If Elmer's a little bit silent right now, it's because he is weeping, because it is senior night. Inconsolable. The tears are flowing. Handoff goes to Stevenson on second down. He dives straight ahead, picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Zach Pemberton runs in the play from the sideline. Golden Eagles lined up in the wing tee here. Christian Simon goes into motion, but there is a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start against Ray County. That will back them up 5 yards. 2nd and 13 now, 5:24 left on the clock here in the first quarter in Evansville. All zeros on the board. Coach Pemberton going with the power tee here on 2nd and long. Zach Pemberton's going to keep, rolls out to the left. He's got Chandler Kaler, who's fumbling around with the ball. Eventually it falls incomplete. Unfortunately, I don't think Zach saw, but Cody Bice broke free from his defender and was wide open for what would have no doubt been a Ray County touchdown. I don't know if you can roll that one back, Elmer, but Cody slipped in this behind the secondary and had plenty of space. It's 3rd and long here for the Golden Eagles. It's going to be a handoff to Christian Simon. He's got Mason Stevenson out blocking in front of him. He dives across the 30, down to the 25. A huge 3rd down conversion and a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Under 5 minutes here. Ray County driving into McMinn territory. First down. Handoff goes to Christian Simon this time. He dives across inside the 15. His head got jerked backwards. There is a flag. Looked like it might have been a face mask.
There's a marker on the field.
It is going to be a face mask penalty against the Cherokees. You saw Christian Simon there on the carry. Christian has gained 846 yards on the ground this year. He's joined those other prolific backs. Cody Bice has had 785. Mason Stevenson has picked up 740. And the Sheriff, who's been mixed in from time to time, has picked up 428. It's Christian Simon on the carry. He is into the end zone for a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown. You have to forgive me. I was actually putting my stat sheet back, and I looked away, looked up to see the ball bouncing around in the end zone, and saw the official signal a touchdown. So I wasn't sure if there was a fumble or who even carried. Regardless, we're on the board.
So they're going to give Simon, of course, is going to get credit for that touchdown, but he did lose the ball in the end zone, Cam, and Justin Tucker was on it. So we're actually going to see if we can't watch that replay. Let's see if we can take a look here, Cam. You can tune in. Slow motion. He crosses the line and it fumbles on the ground, and you can see big Justin Tucker just flop on it.
So 4:24 left in the first quarter. Golden Eagles strike first. Christian Simon on the touchdown carry for the Golden Eagles. Logan Johnson on for the kickoff. Donnell Armour bounces out to the corner, still on his feet, finally going to be brought down around the 38.
Armour on the return, brought down near the 38, first down, McMinn County.
Zane Bias on the carry for the Cherokees. Picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's you're peeking over here.
Tabry Abernathy, number 22.
That's going to bring up a third and long.
Hayes is going to hand it off. He's going to fake the handoff. He rolls out, getting rushed in the pocket. Going to force an incomplete pass. And it'll be 4th and 8 now, and it looks like the Cherokees will bring on the punt team. Good. Christian Simon back deep for the punt. It's a nice spiraling punt. Simon's going to call for the fair catch, but drops it, was able to pick it up, still on his feet. Gets out across the 30, breaks the tackle at the 35. Fighting ahead for yards, finally brought down at his own 40. Christian Simon giving us a little bit of concern. There is a late flag and a Cherokee player down. Wasn't able to see how the injury occurred. I did see the McMinn player remove his helmet and throw it in some writhing pain, being attended to by the training staff of McMinn. Definitely keep you updated. Hopefully everything is okay. There's also a late flag. We'll definitely let you know what that is as soon as we do. That was number 34, Roman Lockmiller. Looks like he's getting up under his own power. For those of you at home wondering, Christian Simon called for the fair catch, but since it went over his head, as soon as that ball hits the ground, it becomes a live ball. Since he did not catch it, that's why he was able to advance it. Once he made contact with the ball and dropped it, it was live. And in play.
And it appears to be a holding call on Ray County. Or a delay of game. So that's some little bit of strange things going on there. Kind of a weird play. It's going to back the Eagles up. Take away a pretty good return and a good recovery from Christian Simon.
Handoff going to go to Eddie Davis, the sheriff here. Davis runs it to the Ray County sideline. Picks up about 5.
And it looks like Justin Tucker, number 69, is.
He limps off to the Ray County sideline. We'll definitely have our sideline reporter, Larissa Cannon, keep an eye on him and hopefully have an update. It's Stevenson and Bice in the backfield. Davis split out wide right. Handoff is going to go to Eddie Davis. He's going to break a tackle. He gets out ahead. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, getting chased down from behind. Is he going to make it? He is. It's a Ray County Golden Eagle touchdown. I don't see any flags as Davis puts 6 more on the board. Another Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown.
So that was a long run. I want to go ahead. I don't want to wait. I've got to see this play again.
And it's Stevenson and Bice in the backfield. Davis split out wide right. Handoff is going to go to Eddie Davis. He's going to break a tackle. Fake the handoff to Stevenson. He gets out ahead. He's at the 50, the 40, Davis the came 30, in for the draw, found getting a gap. chased down from behind. Is he going to make it? He is. It's a Ray County Golden Eagle touchdown. Logan Johnson's kick is blocked. So after the blocked point after attempt, it is Ray County 13, McMinn 0 with 2:10 left in the first quarter.
So that's a costly block there, but hey, Ray County jumped up here in the first quarter. That's what we want to see. You definitely don't want to get behind a team like McMinn County. And we jumped out to a 13-0 lead, but that block is costly for Ray County. Oh, and that one's going to be just outside the pylon. And another marker on the field.
After the penalty is tacked on, McMinn will take over at their own 35.
Marissa, you got something on that? I didn't get that, Marissa.
1st and 10, Cherokees from the 35.
That's fine.
So McMinn back on offense here. Golden Eagles looking to continue the defensive stands with turnovers and forcing punting situations for the Cherokees. Xavier Abernathy tripped up on the carry.
Abernathy carries on the left side.
I'm not sure who got around, but they come around from the backside with lightning speed. Let's just take a quick look at that, see if we can catch. No, he tripped over his own player. I was wondering who that was. His own player just plowed him from behind. Let's see, number 69, Jacob Watson. Plowed Abernathy.
Hayes with a quick pitch out to Zane Bias, who is going to be just swallowed up. Believe that was Peyton Barger.
Wow.
All these seniors
Coming in from that safety position. Let's take a quick look at that again.
Bias might have got 2 steps in before Peyton Barger just drove him backwards. All these seniors coming in amped.
Oh, and that's going to be Doug White.
After the loss, it's going to be 4th and 15 for the Cherokees. Clock is running, just over 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Golden Eagles leading McMinn 13-0 as Ray County's defense is going to force another punt situation here for McMinn. Christian Simon back to receive the punt, hopefully a little less dramatically this time around, Elmer. Gave us a scare, but then picked up 15 yards on the return before the penalty was intact.
It was a pretty impressive recovery. It just bounced right back up into his hands, and he took off.
McMinn is going to let the clock run out on the first quarter, so at the end of the first quarter, it is Ray County 13, McMinn 0. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Lazy Boy, safety and quality go hand in hand.
It means that we are, as a management team, committed to our folks' safety. And in turn, our people take that safety home to their families. You know, it has a great positive impact on the community.
If you're interested in joining our award-winning team, stop by our Lazy Boy office to submit an application or give us a call at 775-3900.
You know that old box of home movies you got in your attic? Everybody's got one. Maybe you got VHS tapes, VHS-C, mini DV, high 8.
It is a high snap. Punter recovers it. He's bouncing out of the right, but he is being chased down by a group of Golden Eagles. He's able to get to the corner, still on his feet. Is going to be forced out of bounds. And near the original line of scrimmage, there is a flag. Looked like there might have been a block in the back.
It's definitely worth a second look here. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. He just couldn't handle that snap, but he had 3. That's Doug White. They about had him for a deep loss. Credit to that punter that gained back some yards from having a terrible situation for McMinn.
Well, guys, down here at Eagles Stadium, we are having a definitely exciting game. These Eagles are being relentless. They knew that this was going to be a tough contest coming in, and so far, the energy has been high. We have the Eagles student section behind me here, and they are all blacked out, hyped up for Halloween and this intense game, guys. Let's take a look.
So McMinn actually forced to punt the ball again. A much better result for them this time. The punter was able to get the snap and get the punt off, and the Golden Eagles will take over on offense at the McMinn 37. Handoff on first down is going to go to Cody Bice. Cody still on his feet, breaks a couple tackles, pushing ahead. Finally brought down very close to the first down marker, and it is. It is another Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
Absolutely. That one's definitely worth a second look.
Bice just refusing to go down. Spin moves, breaking tackles.
Those arm tackles just aren't cutting it. Not going to get Bice down like that.
Mason Stevenson's number called. He picks up a solid 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Christian Simon with the carry here. As the pile is driven backwards. Christian did pick up a few with his forward momentum. It'll be 3rd and short now for the Golden Eagles. Mason Stevenson giving it everything he has, trying to get to that first down mark. I believe the Cherokees are going to stop us just short. Personally, I'm hoping to see senior Logan Johnson's number called here on 4th down. But looks like it's okay. My wishes are not going to be granted. Just wanted to see him maybe get a shot at redemption after that near miss last week. Coach Pemberton gonna like to go for it. 4th and a yard here inside the McMinn 15. A hard count. It looks like McMinn might have jumped off sides. And, of course, that's why Coach Pemberton does what he does, and I tried to do what I do.
You definitely heard this Ray County fan base come alive.
It is offsides, and that's a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Thanks, Cherokees.
So proud to have Cameron Meadows. He's our resident expert for all TSSAA matters, high school prep football across the state. So proud to have him in here. That's why our scoreboard, if you haven't noticed, is a little bit more extensive this week. We have the line of scrimmage, and I'm not going to brag, but I'm proud to have Cameron Meadows in the press box. He can't come every game.
It is 2nd and goal from the 5. 8:40 left in the second quarter. Golden Eagles lead 13-0 over McMinn. We're going to go to the air, and it's going to be a touchdown. Jared Edwards on the catch. Pemberton to Edwards. Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown.
Wow, man, that was beautiful.
It looked like Edwards was going to run out of real estate, but was able to bring it down inbounds. And the Golden Eagles on top, 19-0 now.
Oh, and I know you want to watch that replay, Cam.
I do.
Let's watch this extra kick because Logan's wanting a little bit of redemption.
And redemption is had. The PAT is good. Golden Eagles lead 20-0. We're going to look at this replay here.
Oh, we don't have it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with watching Cody Bice break tackles.
Sure.
Yeah, Pemberton.
I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, Pemberton there from the 5. Connects with Edwards. And the Golden Eagles lead 20-0 with 8:27 left in the second quarter.
And what a beautiful night for football. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than this. Cool, late autumn air.
That is Zach Pemberton's 4th touchdown of the year. Johnson gets under the kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 25. But the receiver is dropped by Jawan Martin. Xavier Abernathy with a run on first down. There is a flag on the play. The penalty is going to be an illegal shift against McMinn. That will back them up.
So another rough start for this Cherokee offense. And, you know, just to give credit where it's definitely due, this Cherokees have accomplished quite a bit this year. I mean, they pretty much brought down the number 2 team in the state handily.
Eight seconds left on the game clock. Hayes back under center. Handoff's going to go to Xavier Abernathy once again. He's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage, and there is a flag after the play.
Personal foul, Ray County. Looks like maybe Alex Barton was back there with just a little forceful slam at the end, but maybe it was something else that caused that I missed, but that didn't quite. Didn't quite seem to be a person at the level of a personal foul from what I saw, but maybe it was something else.
It's first down. Hayes rolls out, looks left. He connects with number 81, Chris Knowles, still on his feet out across the 50. Finally going to be brought down by Peyton Barger. Hayes with a nice strike to Knowles. Caught the Eagles a little bit off guard, and it is a first down for McMinn. Xavier Abernathy is hit hard. Number 84, Bradley Evans, with the big hit.
I believe that was that slobber knocker.
There was some slobber knocked there for sure, Elmer. Hayes looking right. Pass intended for Knowles. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 now for the Cherokees.
So I will admit,
please,
I had to look up that because when Pemberton told me that, he mentioned it a couple times. He said, I'm telling you, they're a very physical team. This game's going to be a real slobber knocker. And he said it with such a bold statement that I did. I went back and Googled slobber knocker.
You did.
And there is a lot of information on it.
Please enlighten us with
I'm telling you, I have to admit, I have to confess, I mean, the visuals are there. I mean, you knew what he was saying. But
please, no one under the age of 18 Google that without parental supervision. 3rd and long here. Hayes rolls out, looking to the right. Pass is going to be incomplete.
That was Alex Barton back there on the coverage. Great job with the coverage from Barton.
McMinn going to be forced to punt once again. Christian Simon. Christian Simon calls for the fair catch at the 25. The Golden Eagle offense will look to continue to build the lead here at Bill Horton Field. Cody Bice on the run. He picks up 4. It is 2nd and 6. Mason Stevenson with the carry on the 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and 7 now. It looks like the Golden Eagle mascot getting in the Halloween spirit, carrying a trick-or-treat, yell defeat banner made by the Ray County High School cheerleaders. Always good to see the Golden Eagle mascot. It's 3rd and long here. Handoff's going to eventually go to Christian Simon. McMinn sniffed it out. Simon will be stopped well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be 4th and a long 4. Decision time for Coach Pemberton, leading 20-0, under 5 minutes here left in the 2nd quarter. He is going to run on Chandler Kaler and the punt team. Looks like McMinn is going to call a timeout. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, Ray County leads McMinn 20-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Maybe even you got Super 8 or 16 gig. You know that old box of home movies you got in your attic? Everybody's got one. Maybe you got VHS tapes, VHS-C, mini DV, high 8, or maybe even you got Super 8 or 16 millimeter. Well, anyway, whatever you have, you haven't been able to watch it for years because it's an obsolete format. Wouldn't you love to be able to see those old videos of your kids as children, family members that are no longer with you, or even cool events that you shot long ago and haven't seen in years? Hi, my name is Alex Powers, and I'm the owner of a new store that's just started up in Dayton, Tennessee called Downtown Digital. We transfer just about every consumer-grade video format, such as VHS, VHS-C, Mini DV, Betamax, regular 8, high 8, and digital 8, as well.
Kaler with a nice spiraling punt. Going to take a Ray County bounce. McMinn player tries, does finally recover it. Going to be brought down. They're going to give him the forward progress around the 28. TJ Johnson called for the fair catch, and then as it started to roll past him, he, for some reason, tried to field the ball, was able to get a hold of it.
We would like to thank our newest sponsor, Downtown Digital. If you have a collection of old films, it doesn't matter if it's VCR tapes or all the way back to reel, they really are specialists in this field. Alex and Dave Powers down at Downtown Digital on 2nd Avenue. They also have an awesome, probably the best collection right now because everybody's been taking their reels, all their old football films. It has Ray County football all way deep back into Ray Central. They're converting reel to reels, and they're making old footage. And at some point, Dave Powers said, "Elmer, what do you think about this?" He said, "We'll get one of the guys that were on the team and have them come in and give some analysis and kind of tell about the players that were on that team." So I said, "Dave, I think that's a great idea, and I'm looking forward to that."
That is a fantastic idea. Hayes rolls out to the right, is going to keep it. Going to pick up about 6 yards before being forced out of bounds.
So these Cherokees have really struggled and been able to stitch a drive together in this first half, but The 2nd and 3 coming up. You can see that wide out here on the near side.
2nd and 3 here for the Cherokees. Handoff is going to go to Zane Bias. He is going to be slung backwards by Mason Stevenson and Peyton Barger. A huge stop there. Will back the Cherokees up a couple yards. It'll be 3rd and 5 now.
Yeah, he got the big bear, Tyler Brown, got that first claw on him.
I see what you did there, Elmer. 3rd and 5 here for the Cherokees. Hayes looking left. Pass is going to be in and out of the hands of Chris Knowles.
Simon about dug that one out.
It'll bring up 4th and 5 now for the Cherokees. Cherokees will line up in the punt formation here. It's going to be a rugby-style end-over-end punt. It is going to take a McMinn County bounce and be touched dead at the Ray County 26. 3:06 left here in the 2nd quarter. Ray County 20, McMinn 0. Seems that McMinn just not able to move those chains. Not much doing.
Not much between the tackles whatsoever.
These seniors coming out playing with some inspiration. I've seen some big tackles from Peyton Barger, Tyler Brown, Mason Stevenson. Just not letting McMinn get into this game here tonight. Speaking of seniors who are playing some beautiful football, Cody Bice with a 1st down carry. He's going to pick up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You see big Justin Parsons there escorting Bice, another big-time senior. And out of all these seniors, none of the least is, of course, Jared Edwards. Had a great game last week, named player of the week against Walker Valley.
Already had a touchdown catch here tonight. Cody Bice there on the carry on 2nd down as well. I incorrectly stated he actually picked up 8, not 5 on the 1st down. Another yard there. It'll be 3rd and 1 now for Ray County. Handoff is going to go to Mason Stevenson, who's going to drive ahead and has plenty for a Ray County Lazy Boy 1st down.
So another thing Pemberton really stressed was he said, hey, listen, this game is probably not going to last that long. You know, both of these teams running that wing tee, it just keeps that clock running.
And if you know me, anything that gets me into pancake bliss at that corner booth at Bimbo's a little quicker, I'm okay with that, Elmer.
You enjoyed that last week, I take.
No, enjoy is not the right word, Elmer. Pancakes at Bimbo's are the 8th deadly sin for this guy. 2nd and 9, minute 20. Clock continues to roll here in the 1st half. It's been all Golden Eagles, leading McMinn 20-0. Christian Simon on the carry, bounces out, trying to get that edge. Had some good leading blocks from Chandler Kaler and Mason Stevenson. Was able to pick up a couple yards. It'll be 3rd and 8 now.
So inside this final minute of the 1st half, Eagles may get out another play here. They don't seem to be in a great hurry.
I would personally love to see Coach Pemberton fake the knee and take a shot down the sideline. Because why not, Elmer? Up 20-0, you're going to get the ball to start the second half. Worst thing that happens, overthrow it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that is a timeout, Ray County.
Ray County student athletes are supported by local media outlets, including the Ray Herald News, the Watts Bar Lake Observer, Ray Review, and WDNT The Eagle at 97.1, and on the AM dial at 1280 at 970. Thank you to these community media outlets that support Ray County and Golden Eagle Athletics.
And friends, I just want to say thanks to all the coaches that come in on Saturday, come in on Sunday. Make sure all the players have their get their jerseys and their uniforms washed, have them put in their locker room. All these players have to do is come and work, and we congratulate them. It's just amazing. If you knew what all these coaches
Cody
did.
Bice with the carry here on first down. I'm going to interrupt you for 1 second,
Certainly.
Elmer. A very exciting pickup in a Ray County Lazy Boy first down. The clock continues to roll. Coach Pemberton trying to get a timeout. I believe he called one about the 14-second mark, but the play clock on the scoreboard continues to roll. That is not the end of the first half.
That's not the end of the
As you
first
see
half.
the official trying to get a hold of the McMinn County team as they make their way in for the half. Coach Pemberton did call a timeout after the big run from Bice. Going to try to tack on some more.
So there's going to be a few seconds on the clock while Coach Pemberton kicks this around. We're going to kick it out to a quick word from our sponsors and be right back.
Hi, my name's Rob Armstrong. I'm the senior pastor at New Union Baptist Church. I want to take this opportunity and let you know that we're a church that's for Ray County. Our aim is to see our neighbors and the nations glorify God through faith in Jesus Christ. We're excited about our Eagles season this year. We're rooting for the Golden Eagles, and we want to invite you and your family to join us any Sunday morning at 8:30 or 11 a.m. for worship. We hope to see you there. Go Eagles.
State Senator Ken Yeager takes his responsibility to serve very seriously and is guided by one and only one principle: constituents come first. As chairman of the Senate State and Local Government Committee, Ken Yeager has worked hard to protect our taxpayers from unnecessary and wasteful government spending. With Yeager, constituents come first. And as always, go Eagles.
So Coach Pemberton, as we suggested, was able to call the timeout. There's 17 seconds left here in the second quarter. Ball at the McMinn 35. Fake handoff to Bice. Pemberton looking up the right sideline. Intended for Eddie Davis. Is going to fly out of bounds. It is incomplete. 10.5 seconds left. There is a flag on the play.
Oh, a huge flag on the play.
Well after the end, it looks like a McMinn County player might have been jawing with the official and took it a little too far. This may give Ray County the ball inside of a Logan Johnson field goal range. There I go again, cheering for that redemption, Elmer. So it is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against McMinn. That is going to give the Golden Eagles 15 yards, and the ball will be at the 20-yard line. So that would be a 37-yard field goal attempt. There is still 10.6 seconds left. Coach Pemberton can maybe take another shot at the end zone in the air. And then if that is not converted, will have enough time for a field goal attempt if he so chooses. Davis goes into motion. Pemberton rolls out left. He's looking for Eddie Davis. Pass is going to fall incomplete. 5 seconds left now. And it is going to be Logan Johnson running onto the field here. Senior night, Coach Pemberton is going to allow him to attempt this 37-yard field goal. Pemberton's pass fell just short of the hands of Eddie Davis there on first down.
You can hear these fans below the press box cheering him on, supporting Logan.
It is a good snap. The kick is up, and it is going to be good. Logan Johnson with redemption and a 37-yard field goal. There is 0.6 of a second remaining, but the only number that matters here is 3, as Logan Johnson connects from 37.
Well, and they are stoked on that Ray County sideline.
It's not every day at a high school football game you get to see 37-yard field goals made, Elmer.
Right. It's hard to see. It's hard for me to tell if it was right down the middle, but it was good. I mean, there's no doubt about that. What a kick, and how awesome is it to have that tool in that weapon in your arsenal. That could really come in handy if this game is a little tighter. Some of these playoff games that are about to come down the pike. So,
Elmer, he may be so juiced up from hitting that field goal, he may kick this kickoff through the uprights. 37-yard field goal, Logan Johnson here on senior night. It is a squib kick, going to be fielded at the 20-yard line. That horn indicates that it is the end of the first half. The Golden Eagles are able to get the Cherokee player down. It's been all Ray County here. Golden Eagles lead 23-0 over McMinn.
Hey.
There is a few flags coming out now, well after the whistle. The Cherokees are huddled up around their coach, having a conversation with the officials. Elmer, I wouldn't be surprised to see an ejection here.
I apologize. I did not catch what happened.
I can most certainly assure you the coach is not asking why the early bird special at Bimbo's went up $1 over the last 5 years.
Hey, but compared to, the rate of inflation, hats off to
Bimbo and the staff there doing a great job with their prices and the quality of that early bird special. No doubt I'll have 2 over easy bacon and toast and grits. Cherokees showing a little bit of frustration to close out the second quarter.
Personal foul. I'm not sure.
They're actually going to call offsetting penalties, personal fouls on both McMinn and Ray County. And now Coach Pemberton has questions. We are going to send it down to Larissa Cannon on the sideline. Hopefully Coach Pemberton will still grant us an interview if he's not too frustrated from learning that he was also charged with a personal foul. And we will go down to Larissa right now.
All right, Coach, we definitely thought that this contest would look totally differently going into halftime. We expected a much tighter contest. How does that affect your second half?
Well, that's just the first half. That's a good football team. We've got to play well in the second half. We don't want them to turn it around on us. So, we got to get a few little things corrected, but really pleased the way we played in the first half.
How has playing the same offense helped our team?
Well, our guys know know how they run the thing. Of course, they're in the same boat because they do the same thing, but I just think we've executed pretty good on both sides of the ball so far, but got another half to play. We've got to continue to play.
All right. Thank you, Coach, so much.
Thanks.
All right, guys, back up to you. We're going to take a look at the bands.
So you hear Coach Pemberton there, very pleased with his team's performance in the first half. Able to execute on both sides of the ball as Ray County dominating really in the first half, Elmer. Lead the Cherokees 23-0.
Looking pretty good here in this last part of the regular season, about to roll into the playoffs. The game's looking pretty tight on both sides of the ball.
I think Coach Pemberton would be very happy if his prediction of a slobber knocker never came true tonight. If the Golden Eagles were able to continue to shut out the Cherokees and get a W here with the last game of the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been there's been a little bit of slobber knocking going on.
It's been all in one direction.
It's been all in one direction thus far, but hey, again, don't underestimate this McMinn County team. You can hear their band out here now sounding really good, but don't underestimate this McMinn County team because they didn't get where they are right now by not knowing how to win. They took out the number 2 team in the state in the Oak Ridge Wildcats a few weeks ago. Came back, they beat White County and put up 55 points on White County. Took out Soddy Daisy last week. They did fall short in a matchup against the Ottawa, but hey, everything's on the line right here, home field advantage, and I'm proud to see this Eagle team understanding the gravity of the situation in that so much is on line, not just a district title, but just as much important is home field advantage potentially through the playoffs. It is so big, and right now couldn't really ask for a better.
Well, you're in a very good spot. I guarantee you Coach Pemberton will not let his guys get comfortable with this lead, encourage them to stay on their toes and dig in. So we will continue our halftime tradition of bringing you the performances of the band. No. Elmer's saying no. Don't mess with my. Whoa, we won't.
No,
we will.
We're going to bring some more stats this week, and while McMinn County.
Elmer, I'm going to the bathroom. If you want to do these stats, you're going to have to do these stats.
Gotcha.
I'll be back in just a moment.
We're going to take a quick break. Roll to our sponsor.
Mini DVD. We also have the ability to transfer records and cassette tapes to CD or MP3. In addition, we also have the means to transfer 8, Super 8, and 16 millimeter film to digital. So round up your box of memories. You know that old box of home movies you got in your attic? Everybody's got one. Maybe you got VHS tapes, VHS-C, mini DV, high 8, or maybe even you got Super 8 or 16 millimeter. Well, anyway, whatever you haven't been able to watch it for years because it's an obsolete format. Wouldn't you love to be able to see those old videos of your kids as children, family members that are no longer with you, or even cool events that you shot long ago and haven't seen in years? Hi, my name is Alex Powers, and I'm the owner of a new store that's just started up in Dayton, Tennessee called Downtown Digital. We transfer just about every consumer-grade video format, such as VHS, VHS-C, Mini DV, Betamax, regular 8, high 8, and digital 8, as well as mini DVD. We also have the ability to transfer records and cassette tapes to CD or MP3. In addition, we also have the means to transfer 8, Super 8, and 16 millimeter film to digital. So round up your box of memories and come down and give us a visit today. We're right downtown, located at 340 2nd Avenue, Dayton, Tennessee 37321, right next to the coffee shop.
From the doctors and staff at Eyes on Main, we welcome you to our new location on Market Street, where we proudly support Ray County Golden Eagle football.
Go Eagles! You're watching Ray County football!
Where are you? The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
When you want the best in local football, you want the Ray County Eagles. And when you want the best in local auto service, you want JB's Auto Sales and Service. Honest and dependable, right down Back Valley Road from Eagle Stadium in Evansville.
It all starts with a good foundation. Because if your foundation is solid, it'll take care of itself for many years to come. Hey, Charlie, I really appreciate all your help.
Man, I'm glad to do it, Coach. That is one heck of a mailbox.
Brick by brick.
Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to be the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols.
Whether you're discovering hidden waterfalls in Pocket Wilderness or enjoying a day with family and friends on Watts Bar Lake, you'll find Ray County's natural beauty rivaled only by the warmth of the people who call it home. Ray County is rich in history, and we embrace that history while looking forward to tomorrow. We also have one of the top medical facilities in the Southeast. Ray Medical Center delivers the right care right here in Ray County. And Ray County is the perfect place to raise a family. Here, we put our kids first. We built a state-of-the-art high school, giving them the tools they need to develop into tomorrow's leaders. In today's world, you need reliable power, and we have that here as well. Chattanooga State in Dayton provides students with the skills that they need to excel in today's workplace. Bryan College students are also making a difference. They are the fiber of our community. But don't forget, this is God's country, blessed with fertile soil and abundant wildlife. So blessed that top anglers took notice. Bassmaster recently ranked Lake Chickamauga number 7 in their top 100 bass lakes. So whether you're looking to relocate, start a business, or maybe even it's time to kick back and retire, Ray County leaders are committed to ensuring that you find your dreams right here in Ray County, Tennessee.
Being made in America means a lot. You know, Lazy Boy is an iconic brand name, and so we have a reputation to live up to. And so by building that product in the United States, it makes you proud to be a part of that, you know. Building furniture can be a very physical process. Many of our employees I would consider industrial athletes. We're stamping the steel, we're cutting the polyurethane foam, we're cutting the lumber, and we're assembling all that together. Everybody has a piece in this chair and on this sofa. We're not just producing them in some warehouse somewhere. I talk about this to my kids all the time. How do you impact people, and what do you do today that's going to impact people tomorrow? When I think about where Lazy Boy is today, and I think about the recession, other furniture companies took all of their business overseas, and I think about the steps that Lazy Boy took to keep that manufacturing environment in the United States. It makes you proud to be a part of that, you know. Growing up here, people say it's a lazy boy town. Well, it really is, so to speak, because we've had such a big influence on the community. I'm out there fishing, I'm thinking about the job, the people, the environment, because I care so much about how to impact those lives in a better way. It means something to me to be a part of this family.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ray County High School Golden Eagle Marching Band.
All right, so that was a Golden Eagle Marching Band. What a great job, how far they've come this season. So we have a little bit of first half stats for you. The total yards, Ray County outpaced McMinn County 222 to 50. McMinn County was limited to 50 total yards in the first half. 38 yards rushing for McMinn County on 16 carries with 12 yards coming in the air. Four first downs for McMinn County. For Ray County, on 24 carries, the Golden Eagles rushed for 216 yards with 6 yards in passing. On 32 plays, both teams had 4 penalties for 40 yards each. Cody Bias had 59 yards on 7 carries. Christian Simon had 51 yards on 10 carries. Mason Stevenson had 21 yards on 6 carries. And Eddie Davis had 74 yards on 1 carry. And then, of course, Jared Edwards had that big 8-yard touchdown reception from quarterback Zach Pemberton. So I'm joined here with my resident expert, the person I always go to for any advice, any knowledge that I need to have on high school football. And I don't care if it's from West Tennessee, East Tennessee, the Ray County native Cameron Meadows can tell you he's the Encyclopedia Brown of Tennessee high school football. I'm telling you. Cam, what's going on around the area?
Oh, going on around the area tonight, there's quite a few really big games going on. The one that I've been keeping my eye on, in our region is Ooltewah and Walker Valley. That one is right now just before the half, and Walker Valley is down 28-21. Ooltewah just threw a 56-yard touchdown pass about 5 minutes ago in the half there. Another big one just right across the way in Decatur, Bledsoe County right now is beating Meigs County 9-6. I know there's a lot of interest in that one, with Coach Fitzgerald and Coach Owensby both being Ray County guys. The other one that's kind of interesting is right now Hickson at the half is beating Soddy 28-22. That's a pretty good score for Hickson and Soddy. Soddy's had a little trouble, on the offensive side lately, but now that they got Cook back and Barnes back, they're looking pretty good.
So I certainly don't want to count our chickens before they're hatched. Absolutely not. But just to glance ahead to next week in this playoff picture, how it's kind of arising in these matchups with Region 3.
Yes, looking right now, the Region 3 last night, Oak Ridge and Campbell County played. Oak Ridge came away the winner 28-0. So that gives Oak Ridge the region championship, and that puts Farragut second in that region and Campbell County third. The fourth place in that region right now looks like it's going to go to Lenoir City, just as long as Lenoir City beats Carnes tonight and Clinton loses to Farragut. And currently that score, Farragut and Clinton, is 35-7 at the half, Farragut. Right now the Carnes score is 14-9 Carnes, so that's a little bit of a surprise. Carnes is, they've not been very good this year, and that's kind of a surprise coming out of the Knoxville area. Another score of interest, kind of looking down the road, another team that we might see in the playoffs is Knox West. They're currently fighting for their playoff lives. They lose, they're out. They're playing the region champion up there, Knox Gibbs, and they're currently 7-7 in the second quarter right now. Another score, Rockwood is currently up 14-6 on Tellico Plains. McMinn Central is getting hammered right now by Scott, 42-0 in the second quarter. One game that I'm keeping an eye on, Knox Halls, who coming into tonight could have finished high as second or be completely out of the playoffs, depending on how things went. Knox Halls is currently winning 21-7 over Maryville Heritage.
So we're definitely going to keep. I would definitely keep us posted on that Ooltewah Walker Valley game, because that is. I'm just curious about that. Ooltewah's really been making some noise since we beat them 28-6 here at Bill Horton Field. They've really been stirring up a little bit of racket. Appreciate that, Cameron. We're back to the action here and to kick off this second half.
Elmer, I could just listen to Cameron Meadows discuss the playoff scenario, how the regions are shaking up. He's just great.
He's really been keeping me posted and kind of guiding me along as TSSAA is reclassifying they're setting new classes in the new classification system with a lot of our rivals moving to District 6. We talked a little bit about that last week with Cleveland, McMinn County, and Ottawa going on their way to District 6. But Walker Valley, whose program seems to be coming on, they're going to lose a lot of seniors after this year. We may be playing them again in the playoffs. We're likely to play another one of our Region 4 5A teams out of our region. Likely what it's looking is a good chance we're going to face one of those teams again in the playoffs, whether it's an Ottawa, Walker Valley, maybe even McMinn County. Who knows? I think McMinn County might have a little bit more than what we've seen tonight. Maybe it's just hadn't been a good matchup so far in the first half, but you can see that.
Well, Elmer, we certainly do not want to get comfortable, as we alluded to before the half. 23, technically just three scores with with 3 2-point conversions. In fact, you could really do 2 with 2 2-point conversions and a field goal, and you get to 23. Well, let me do the math in my head real quick to make sure that's true. Yes, that is true. So, although we may not have seen the McMinn County team we expected to see in the first half, we want to continue to apply pressure here in the second. Pemberton rolls out to the right, going to go to the air here. Pass intended for Candler Chaler. Things are getting a little bit chippy on the field. If we can show the replay there, Mason Stevenson was thrown to the ground. I don't know if he was in the 5-yard.
You would have been happy. I just showed a replay of Logan Johnson's field goal once again.
Coach Pemberton's certainly upset with the no call after Stevenson was thrown to the ground there, and you might have been able to pick up some disgruntled Ray County fans in the background noise. Things got a little bit interesting to close out the second quarter with some offsetting personal fouls. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail here. A nice punt by Kaler. Takes a Ray County bounce, going to be touch dead around the 14-yard line.
Talk about covering some real estate. Now, I'm not good at math.
No.
How many yards? How long was that punt?
Long yards. Our cameraman, Johnny Cannon, signaling that it might have been 52 yards. I would believe that. It looked like it took a very, very long Ray County roll. Our defense will take the field for the first time here in the third quarter. Very impressive first half from the defense. Recovered a fumble, had several 3-and-outs that they forced for the Cherokees. It's going to be Xavier Abernathy on the carry here on first down. He is going to be pushed back, might have picked up a yard.
We're going to take a quick look at this replay. Words, that was just a whole crew of them. Gang tackled.
I talked to someone who was down on the field near where McMinn exited to go to their locker room at the half. They said they heard a lot of frustration coming from the McMinn players after that first half. We'll see if that will serve as motivation to get them going here in the third quarter.
It was definitely Peyton Barger on the scene.
It'll be 3rd and 8. All Ray County in the first half, like we mentioned, they lead 23-0 here in Evansville. Hayes going to keep it. Still on his feet, breaks a tackle. He's going to get out across the 35 and have enough for a McMinn County first down. Handoff this time going to go to Zane Bias. He scoots out to the right. Going to pick up about 5.
Just to let our viewers know how much we appreciate them, in addition to our sponsors, next week with the playoffs is going to bring things are going to be TWSAA regulates the playoffs, and they have restrictions on broadcasting. We're not sure how we're working on ways to navigate that situation, but there's a chance this could be our last broadcast for the season. We've enjoyed it so much.
It's been a pleasure and an honor to try to stumble through doing this play-by-play with you this season, Elmer. For all of our faults and shortcomings, it really has been a lot of fun. We hope that you guys out there have enjoyed it. It's been a good time. Seen some good wins, had a few good laughs. Of course, love having the sponsors and the fans all come together and support these Golden Eagles.
Absolutely, and it's been it certainly wouldn't have been the same without you, Cam. I talked to Johnny Cannon a little bit earlier this week, and what a blessing it's been that we kind of got together on this, and how awesome it's been for our whole team. It's been Travis Aikman, Cameron Meadows, main camera operator Johnny Cannon, and Brian Kamer, sideline camera operator, and sideline reporter Larissa Cannon, and everyone else has been a part of this broadcast this season. It's really been awesome. I couldn't have had a better team, and it's been great to see improvements each week, and I wish we had it for a few more weeks to keep getting better, but we don't, but it has been fun. Well, we have a T-shirt cannon going on down by the track. I was wondering what that was. I was looking for a potato to come flying through the window. Thought it was a
you hungry, Elmer?
Tater gun, tater blaster, but it's only a T-shirt blaster.
Second and 6. Second and 6 here for the Cherokees. We're back in action. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Handoff here is going to go to Xavier Abernathy. He's going to be thrown backwards by Mason Stevenson. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Cherokees.
Big third down up for this Golden Eagles defense.
Quick pitch out to Donnell Armour, who is going to be stopped short. But there is, Elmer, once again, a late flag. It looks like Reese Cooley and a Cherokee were tied up in a little bit of activity after the play.
I don't believe we had a camera angle on Reese, but let's take a look at this pitch and great tackle.
Happened out near the 50. Yeah, our camera's a little too close there to catch it, but
it looks like Mason Reynolds was the
we'll wait
first
to
on the
see
scene on that tackle.
what exactly the penalty. It looks like the Golden Eagles believe it's going to go against the Cherokees. They're pointing as if the penalty will send them backwards.
And the Cherokees are getting an extended pace.
It is a personal foul against McMinn.
Maybe just a wee bit of frustration coming out. Well, we saw that last year over in Athens.
You can see the defense trying to get the crowd into the game here. I believe they are also a bit tired of all the extracurricular activity that's
They're
occurred.
ready to play, and it looks like McMinn County's going for it.
They're at least going to give a couple hard counts. Nope, they will snap it. Hayes rolls back. He's going to be sacked by the Sheriff. Eddie Davis runs to his sideline to celebrate a huge sack and turnover on downs. Will have the Golden Eagles take over at the McMinn 30.
He's made it to sideline by defensive coordinator Taylor Ornby. Let's take a quick look at this replay. Play action. He's going to get swallowed up. What a great career here from Eddie Davis. There's Cody Bice. Eddie's already had that breakaway touchdown of the night. And when I think about big plays in Eddie Davis, you just got to look back to that Ottawa game back last year in the quarterfinals where somehow he just flies across that offensive line, just untouched, and blocks that extra point. It's just unbelievable, almost unimaginable that he pulled that off, but to win that game like we did like that is just shows you how creative and he is as a player. You ask around, he's one of the nicest, most well-mannered young men that you will ever find, and that's a pretty common trait in these Golden Eagles by large.
Simon with the carry here after the Ray County Lazy Boy first down. Under 4 minutes now in the third quarter. Ray County continues to march here into McMinn territory, looking to build on their lead. Cody Bice scoots out to the right, going to be met by a host of Cherokees. You have to these shirt cannons continue to go off in the background. It can be a bit alarming, catch you off guard.
And what a job, once again, that Zach Pemberton has done with this Golden Eagle offense to step in, fill the shoes of Daniel Dotson, who took this team to the semifinals the past 2 seasons.
Bice is going to be met at the 10. Looks like he will be a couple yards short of the first down marker. So it'll be decision time once again for Coach Pemberton. Logan Johnson connected for the 37-yard field goal to finish out the second quarter. I imagine, yes, Coach Pemberton looks like he will go for it here on fourth down. He wants to try to build a little bit more substantial lead.
Here come these Eagles. This crowd's getting on their feet.
A hard count and a timeout called. 2:09 left in the third quarter. Ray County leads McMinn 23-0.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
You're watching Ray County football.
Where are you?
Coach Pemberton runs his offense back on the field. He is going to go for it here on 4th and 2 at the McMinn 10. Handoff's going to go to Mason Stevenson, who is just going to drive ahead, almost breaks the goal line, has plenty for a Ray County Lazy Boy first down.
Shazam.
Shazam, indeed. And also Kazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal.
Let's take a quick look at this play. So finally, that was Cody Bice leading the way, and then Mason, the paint train, collided with that linebacker, and it was over.
It's 1st and goal now from the McMinn 2. Power T formation. Handoff's going to go to Mason Stevenson. He is going to finish what he started for a Ray County Lazy Boy touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got him. I knew I'd get you on that one, Elmer. It is now 29-0 Ray County. Logan Johnson and staff run on for the PAT. Golden Eagles, very impressive here in the regular season finale against the Cherokees. The kick is up, and it is good. With a minute 45 left in the third quarter, it is now Ray County 30, McMinn 0.
You know that old box of home movies you got in your attic? Everybody's got one. Maybe you got VHS tapes, VHS-C, mini DV, high 8, or maybe even you got Super 8 or 16 millimeter. Well, anyway, whatever you have, you haven't been able to watch it for years because it's an obsolete format. Wouldn't you love to be able to see those old videos of your kids as children, family members that are no longer with you, or even cool events that you shot long ago and haven't seen in years? Hi, my name is Alex Powers, and I'm the owner of a new store that's just started up in Dayton, Tennessee called Downtown Digital. We transfer just about every consumer-grade video format, such as VHS, VHS-C, Mini DV, Betamax, regular 8, high 8, and digital 8, as well as mini DVD. We also have the ability to transfer records and cassette tapes to CD or MP3. In addition, we also have the means to transfer 8, Super 8, and 16 millimeter film to digital. So
Johnson's kickoff fielded around the 10. Zane Bias hit hard around the 16. And the Cherokees take over on offense. In the Fall Classic, all knotted up, one game apiece. It is 0-0 midway through the fourth inning. Cubs back at home at Wrigley Field. Just a great thing for the sporting world in general, particularly baseball. Both of those teams gone World Series-less for so long. The Cubs since 1908, the Indians since 47. I would say my heart is pulling more for the Cubs. The city of Cleveland was able to secure the NBA championship with LeBron, which in case Jacob Davis is listening, there is no argument. LeBron is nowhere near Michael Jordan. It's not a generational thing. It is a basketball thing. Jordan will always and forever be the superior basketball player. Jace Cochran, if you for some reason watch the replay of this, it doesn't matter if there were 5 LeBrons versus 5 Jordans. That is a hypothetical situation that just does not exist. Please feel free to tweet. Get the debate started. Jordan versus LeBron, greatest of all time. If you have another player, perhaps you think Wilt, Kareem, Larry Bird. None of this has to do with Golden Eagle football, but it's got my blood a-boiling.
So for those tweets, please send those to @Cameron Lane, not Ray Review. I will not be prepared to respond properly.
Elmer, you could form a good argument why Jordan's the greatest of all time.
Sure.
The GOAT.
I would definitely not deny that.
I appreciate that, Elmer. I'm glad that you are a man of conviction, reason, statistics, you name it.
So we do have an update from Walker Valley. Ottawa's lead is 25-21, so you've got a real close game going on over in North Bradley County.
And yet another post-play flag. It is going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty against Ray County as tempers continue to flare. That's going to give McMinn a first down with just over 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Cam Johnson on the carry for the Cherokees.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter.
So at the end of the third quarter, Ray County is able to tack on 7 more. They lead McMinn 30-0.
Hi, my name's Rob Armstrong. I'm the senior pastor at New Union Baptist Church. I want to take this opportunity and let you know that we're a church that's for Ray County. Our aim is to see our neighbors and the nations glorify God through faith in Jesus Christ. We're excited about our Eagles season this year. We're rooting for the Golden Eagles, and we want to invite you and your family to join us any Sunday morning at 8:30 or 11 a.m. for worship. We hope to see you there. Go Eagles.
You're watching Ray County football.
Or are you?
From the doctors and staff at Eyes on Main, we welcome you to our new location on Market Street, where we proudly support Ray County Golden Eagle football.
Go Eagles!
Justin came out, we walked the land, we looked over the land, and he started coming up with some wonderful ideas.
Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for the best materials or want our experts to create beautiful spaces in your outdoor places, stop by or give us a call at 423-531-2671 or visit our online galleries at mccoshlandscaping.com. That's MCCOSH landscaping.com.
And second and short here, Cherokees going to give the ball to Xavier Abernathy, who bounces out across the 50, and he picks up a McMinn first down.
We just got another score update, Region 4-5A from Sparta. Cleveland is shutting Sparta out. I'm sorry, they're shutting White County out 37-0. So that's another team that's been making some noise, and as Cameron Meadows told me, that's just through the hands of the Cherokee receiver. Is Cameron Meadows, quite forcefully said, Cleveland is the most dangerous team in the state that's not making the playoffs. So that's, our region is so competitive. It's been called the mini SEC. It has.
I have not heard that, but I like that a lot, Elmer. The mini SEC. That's great.
Maybe it was me that called it that. I don't know. I can't remember, but
you just did. Handoff to Abernathy here on second down. He breaks a couple tackles, trying to stay on his feet. Finally goes down after a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7 now for the Cherokees. Hayes going to hand off to Cam Johnson, who gets out across the 40 and is going to have another McMinn first down. Cam Johnson's number called again. Tripped up, dives ahead, picks up 5 on the carry. Handoff this time goes to Donnell Armour, and he will pick up another McMinn first down. This is more of the plodding, successful wing tee that we thought we would see from McMinn in the ball game. Finally starting to convert some first downs here as they drive into Ray County territory.
This has got to be their most consistent drive that they've been able to patch together, picking up a few first downs, and hey, they're deep inside Ray County territory.
Handoff goes to Armour once again. He's going to pick up a few on the play. Correction, that was Bias on the carry. Armour on the carry this time. Gets out to the 20. It'll be 3rd and 4. $8:52 left on the game clock. Ray County leading 30-0. Saver Abernathy. He's going to have another Cherokee first down. Xavier Abernathy picks up 3 on the first down carry. It'll be 2nd and 7 now. Ball at the Ray County 14.
Bootleg, he was met first by Reese Cooley. Bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 for the Cherokees. They are threatening.
You got to think there's a little bit of fight in Ray County that would really like
to shut this team down.
Absolutely. A shutout is exactly what I was thinking, Elmer. So I have received a text message from Jacob Davis, who has sent a picture of LeBron James wearing a king's crown. That's cute, little Dave. That's cute. Prince James looks real nice there. Long live the GOAT, Air Jordan.
So that's going to be enough for a Cherokee first down, not by much. So here they come. On the 4-yard line, first down.
And Donnell Armour is going to get into the end zone to give McMinn their first score of the game.
Blocked. Point after was blocked.
So 6:43 left in the contest. Ray County leading 30-6.
So they're your Ray County Golden Eagle cheerleaders.
Bice and Simon back to receive the kickoff after the McMinn County touchdown. Cody Bice is going to take it around the 10. He's out across the 20, the 25, still on his feet on the 30, breaks a couple of tackles, now at the 35, stumbles ahead to the 40, going to get out across the 45, the 50, finally brought down inside McMinn County territory at the 46. And another post-whistle flag.
All right, but we're going to take a quick look at this while they sort that flag out. Here comes Bice. Breaks that arm tackle, breaks another arm tackle, breaks that arm tackle, keeps rolling. The wall reforms in front of him, and he gets brought down from behind. past midfield, but as you said, another extracurricular activity going on.
And we're not talking about Key Club or debate. Speaking of debate, another text message from Jacob Davis, sending me a side-by-side picture of the two greatest athletes in their respective sports. That's LeBron James in basketball and Tiger Woods in golf. Had that been a picture of Michael Jordan and Jack Nicklaus, I would have agreed wholeheartedly. Hey, if you're not first, you're last. Happy for those two losers.
So this one's going to go get paced off against the Cherokees. Dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct. And what's this? Offsetting.
Yeah, I actually heard some fans in the restroom that I mentioned on air at halftime discussing that they were hoping we could just get out of this game without anything getting out of hand in terms of.
Sure. Yeah, it got a little hairy last year in Athens.
Under 6.5 minutes. Ray County, first down at the McMinn 41.
And it was a lot of frustration for McMinn County last year because they were the odd men out. They were the bubble team.
Simon dropped for a loss on the first down carry.
So they were that last team that didn't make it to the playoffs, and hey, they had a good team as well last year. It was a shame not to see them go into the playoffs, but only 4 teams can advance out of we have.
Yeah.
So we have 7 teams in our region, and Soddy Daisy has another good team now. That Soddy Daisy maybe in another region could very likely find themselves in the playoffs. But a team like Cleveland this year and McMinn County last year, it's certainly tough to see teams of that caliber not make it to at least one playoff game. But for Ray County, we're definitely going to see some postseason action, and if things continue in the direction they're headed in this game, Ray County will take a Region 4 5A district title for the night. What a feat, and will hopefully earn home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and that could certainly pay dividends. So thanks to this team who understands the gravity of essentially what's at stake in this game, and they came out swinging. What a showing by Ray County.
Great way to finish the season at home here tonight, the regular season. It's now 4th and 12 for Ray County as Chandler Kaler drops back to punt. Kaler with a booming end-over-end punt. It is going to be fielded at the 10. Colin Hockman is going to be stopped at the 11, where the Cherokees will take over. Cam Johnson on the run. He's going to pick up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. The Ray County coaches have left the press box, usually indicating that they are confident that this one is in the bag. Want to give a shout out to a friend tuning in from Chattanooga tonight, actually watching the game with the sorely mistaken Jacob Davis. That's Zim. Zim getting better at that sport we were arguing about, golf. New to the game, been playing for about a year, got to play 9 holes with him this week. Swing looking real good, Zim, continuing to improve. Just keep digging away, bud. It's a frustrating game that you can't conquer. You can only hope to get better each and every time. And you are, kid. You are. Keep that chin up.
I want to give a personal shout-out to my wife,
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Good.
Who has supported me and my endeavors of bringing these broadcasts out with, of course, with the help of the best team anyone could ask for. But without her support, it certainly wouldn't be possible. And she's taking good care of herself and the 2 twins that are inside of her. So I'm thankful for that.
It's going to be a wild ride coming up.
It's going to be a wild ride, folks. Scared, excited, and
everything in between.
Yep.
4th and 5 here. McMinn is looking to punt. Spiraling punt. Christian Simon calls for the fair catch at the McMinn 42. 2:26 remain in the game. Ray County all over McMinn here, leading 30-6.
So we just got an update for the Ottawa Walker Valley score, 42-21. Ottawa at Walker Valley. So Ottawa's been making some noise since they got beat up here. Those cats are playing some great football.
Christian Simon nearly breaks free, tripped up at the last moment. He would have broken that tackle. He would have scored.
So we're closing in on the 2-minute mark. Cam, if you were Coach Pemberton, would you try to piece together a drive here and try to get some more points on the board?
There's, I guess, no real need to. I believe he will just hand it off until he gets to the point where he can go into victory formation. Don't want to risk any injury going into the playoffs next week. Coach Pemberton isn't necessarily a salt in an open wound kind of coach.
No, certainly not.
And then obviously with the...
Oh, here we go.
And, of course, things continue on the field.
So while these are sorting out, we have a little bit of, they're sorting out some of this extracurricular stuff. Let's see if we can take a look at a couple of the biggest plays of the night. I'll let you call this one, Cam.
Oh, this was the sheriff who just gets free, and he is not going to be caught.
If he's even, he's leaving. Great run by Eddie Davis.
Great to see the sheriff score here on senior night.
We're going to try to catch up with Eddie after the game. And here's the pass. This is the one we missed. That's the big touchdown pass to Jared Edwards.
Great to see another senior score here tonight. Jared Edwards, Zach Pemberton's 4th touchdown throw of the night. Fourth touchdown throw of the season.
We're going to try to catch up with Jared and as many of these seniors as we can.
Yeah, maybe we can just get Larissa to get a whole group of them together and kind of talk about their experience here at their last regular season home game. Perhaps we can radio down to her and encourage her to just get a few of those guys to huddle up and talk about how special it's been to be a Golden Eagle.
You know, normally they schedule senior night on the last scheduled regular season game. But for Ray County, with this home field advantage, these guys are going to –
we haven't seen these seniors for the last time at Bill Horton Field. And I'm not referring to graduation.
So inside of 30 seconds.
I believe that's going to do it. Golden Eagles are not even going to have to take another play. It's going to be a final here tonight at Eagle Stadium as Ray County is going to defeat McMinn 30-6. And you hear public address announcer Shane Johnson exhorting these Ray County fans to give a big round of applause as Ray County has sewed up the region champion.
So there you have it, folks. It's a final in Evansville. Ray County beats McMinn County 30-6. And is going to be crowned the Region 4-5A district champions.
And I'm just watching this handshake with a little bit of bated breath. You never want to see anything go on here. Hopefully everyone can just say good game, like gentlemen, and we'll move on. We will be sending it down to the field in just a moment to hear Coach Pemberton's post-game remarks, as well as snag a few interviews with some of the key players from tonight's contest. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.
The safety and well-being of Ray County citizens are the top priority of Sheriff Mike Neal and the Ray County Sheriff's Department. With programs such as the Senior Citizens Awareness Network, the highly trained volunteers of Ray County Homeland Security, and the DARE program that works to keep our kids off drugs, Sheriff Mike Neal is looking out for you. On behalf of the Ray County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Mike Neal asks you to drive safely to and from football games, and as always, go Eagles!
Off for just a minute.
Don't start that camera. I don't want you filming me. As a good old-fashioned ass kicking right there. That's what we're looking for right there. That's playing our best football going into the playoffs right there. Let's keep it going. We're at home next week. Probably going to be Lenore City. Let's come to work Monday and get after it. Hey, that's got to make you feel great right there. That's got to make you feel great. This is what I tell you. This is our time of the year right now. Go to work. Ain't nobody going to outwork us. And let's get on a roll right here. Let's get on a roll like jelly. We're on a roll. What we got, G? Pork loin. Yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. Count the tape. Proud of you. Great job. Great job.
Why do you even need one?
Somebody so great.
Hey, Jared, I'm going to come to you after I do him, okay? So don't disappear, all right?
Okay.
All right, so we're waiting to kick it down to the sideline with Coach Mark Pemberton.
All right, Coach, everybody expected that this was going to be a tough contest, and it did not turn out that way. How does this feel?
Well, it was tough. They're a good football team. We just happened to play pretty good. You know, we tell our kids this is the best time of year to be playing well, and we finally put a good game together for 4 quarters, and really proud of them. And you know, this is the time of year to do that. So we're looking forward to getting into the playoffs and being at home week 1 for sure.
You kept saying throughout the year that penalties were really hurting us, and this game, all of a sudden, it seemed like your team was much more disciplined. We had far fewer penalties. How did that work out for us?
Well, I mean, every time we've played McMinn County, there's been some, it's a pretty heated rivalry, so there's been some penalties, but our guys, I thought, overall restrained ourselves pretty well in some situations, so hey, that's water under the bridge now. Now we're starting that second season, so you win or you go home. So it's the best time of year.
You said that we do have home field advantage. What do you need from our fans going into this playoff season?
Well, we just need the same old Rhea County fans, the same huge crowds. It was a really good crowd tonight, and excited that we could hear them down here. It gets our kids pumped and gets them going. So. No place like Rhea County, I can promise you.
We saw Logan have that really good, 37-yard field goal, something like that. How much of an addition has he been to our team coming from the soccer team?
Well, as he was a big plus, we sort of begged him to come out, and I still got to get the soccer coach and his wife some free coupons to a really nice restaurant. I told him if Logan panned out, we were going to do that. So, and I'm definitely going to do it because he's done a really good job for us. But huge confidence builder for him going into the playoffs also.
All right. Thank you, Coach, so much. Good luck next week.
Thanks.
All right, guys, we're going to see if we can catch up with some of our players, and we'll be right back.
All right, so you heard it there from Coach Mark Pemberton. He owes Justin Smith.
Justin and Laura, sounds like you got some free food coming your way.
Steak dinner. Hey, we're going to kick it right back down to one of the stars of the game. Well, hold on, just hang with us. We have Jared Edwards on the wing, so hang with us just a minute. We're going to kick it back down to him. But what about that? There's Pemberton saying just how important that this home field advantage is, and there's no place to play like Rhea County. So let's go ahead and kick it down to Larissa and Jared.
All right, I have Jared Edwards, and Jared, you had that touchdown catch in the back of the end zone. How did that feel for you?
Felt pretty good. Great. I feel like it was long overdue, but whatever helps the team, and be there. So.
Now, we understand that you've got some big plans going forward. You've got some college prospects. Tell us about that for a second.
Well, I'm actually committed to the University of Memphis to play football, and that's what I have going. I had my choices to where I want to go. That's where I decided. And I leave in June. So.
Okay, so we're going into the playoffs. We have home field advantage. What do you expect from your team?
I expect a lot of hard work at practice and just coming ready to play and be mentally sound and physically sound. So hopefully a good streak going on.
All right. Thanks so much, Jared. All right, guys, back to you.
All right, so you heard it from Jared.
Long overdue, as he referred to his touchdown catch.
I told Eddie.
Definitely glad to see Jared get one here on senior night.
I didn't catch him and tell him.
And you heard him mention.
Let's do Eddie real quick.
The preparation that it will take for.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So we have another.
Okay,
we got another star of the game hanging with Larissa, going to kick it back down.
All right, guys, here I have Eddie Davis. And, Eddie, you had that huge sack with a loss and a turnover of downs. Mm-hmm. How did that feel for your team?
Oh, it felt great, just, to be able to be in that position to pull through for my team. It felt great. It felt great.
Now, I noticed that this team definitely had a lot of some negative energy, you might say. How do you keep composed and stay away from penalties in a game where it's heated like this?
Well, we know that we have a bigger fish to fry, as Coach Pim says, and then we just got to stay focused and remember our main goal for the season.
All right, so we definitely have home field advantage going into the playoffs. What do you want to see from your Eagle fans?
I just hope they pull through. I know they're great, they're awesome, so I know they will be through. They'll pull through for us.
All right, thank you so much. Good game.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, you heard it from the sheriff. He said he's not worried about. He knows Rhea County fans are going to come out and bring their support and make that home field advantage special. So while you can see this Eagle fan base, look at this crowd here tonight that's still on the field, on Bill Horton Field. Fans are just now leaving the stadium.
I think I'm pretty committed on Zach at this point. I've made eyes at him.
But we have a special interview on request.
I told him earlier in the week
that
I was going to come for
people have requested. They want to know more. They want to hear more from Zach Pemberton, and we're about to kick it down with Larissa right now with Zach Pemberton, and there's his dad, but she's going to pull Zach aside this time.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, guys, here we have Zach Pemberton. He's our quarterback. Zach, how does it feel being a young quarterback but being in such an important role?
Oh, it's real important coming out here and really striking first and hard in the first half and just doing our thing out here.
Well, you were playing a team that had a very similar offense, and how did that benefit you knowing about their team and what they were going to run?
Oh, well, we're real good on run defense. We can come out here and stop the run all day, but it was a real benefit in knowing what we were coming into this game.
How did it feel to connect to Jared Edwards deep in the end zone with that pass?
Oh, it was awesome. It was an awesome feeling. Touchdown pass to Edwards. Got him one, and it was just awesome.
Okay, so here we go into the playoffs, and what do you anticipate going in with this first round?
Oh, we got to start off fast in the first half, really get some points on the board and limit turnovers.
All right, thanks so much. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here at Eagle Stadium. Back to you. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, thank you, Larissa. What a great job finding those stars of the game down on the field. As these players are likely going to go celebrate senior night, these seniors. And wow, did they deserve the celebration. Once again, 30-6, Ray County over McMinn County Cherokees at home to win a district championship.
Just a great way to close out the regular season for the Golden Eagles. Gives them some good energy and focus going into the postseason. You hear the guys talking about the preparation that will be needed, the discipline, and we look forward at least to being in attendance. We're still not sure about broadcasting. Please stay tuned to the Ray Review Facebook and Twitter pages and the online publication. We will definitely keep you updated.
We'll definitely provide the best coverage that we're able to, as always. We can promise you that, folks. So, once again, thanks for tuning in to our broadcast.
Thank you so
much. For our entire team at Ray Review, it's been such an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be able to broadcast these Ray County Golden Eagle games this season. For Ray Review, I'm Elmer Harris.
I'm Cameron Lane. Kickoff next week at Bill Horton Field, scheduled for 7 o'clock. Please come out and support your Golden Eagles.
Go Eagles.
The work that you put in, you've got so much time vested into the program that you're not going to surrender at any point.
Wake up in the morning, head out to the field. Another day you're kicking up dirt, another chance to test my wheel. It ain't just a set of shoulder pads, it's the armor that we wear. When the battle starts on a Friday night, you can feel it in the air. It's that Eagle pride. On a Friday night, it's that Eagle pride. On a Friday night, hard work pays off. You reap what you sow. That's the way we live with them blue-collar boys from just down towards the end. And the whistle blows, it's time to smash some out, it's time to ring some bells again. It's that Eagle Pride on a Friday night. It's that Eagle Pride.
Get it down the huddle. Jump off the ground, come back to the huddle. Go ahead, Mike.